going to continue with our reading, and we're going to start off by working with those high frequency words. So we're going to do some writing. So if you need paper and pencil or a whiteboard or something to write on, pause the video, go grab what you need, bring it back to wherever you're watching the video, and then we'll continue. I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to write that word on your paper. So the first high frequency word we're going to start with is the word where. See if you can remember how to write the word where. This is the word where. W-H-E-R-E. Next word, good. Good. G-O-O-D. Good. Who. The word is who. Who is spelled W-H-O. Look. Look. We spell it L-O-O-K. Look. Come. Come. The word is spelled C-O-M-E. Come. And my last high frequency word is the word does. Does. And we spell it D-O-E-S. Does. All right, let's try some of our long vowel word cards. The first word is cape. Spell out cape. We spell it C-A-P-E, cape. Remember, for that long A sound, we're using that bossy E, that silent E. Next word, make. Make. It's spelled M-A-K-E, make. The next word, tape. Tape. We would spell it T-A-P-E, tape. My next word that I have, soar. Soar. I changed the vowel, now we're working with the long O. S-O-R-E, soar. Next word, rope. Rope. It's spelled R-O-P-E, rope. My word is hole. Hole. We spell it H-O-L-E, hole. How about the word time? Time. It's spelled T-I-M-E, time. The next word, dive. Dive. D-I-V-E, dive. How about the word mile? Mile. M-I-L-E, mile. Cube. Cube. C-U-B-E, cube. cute, cute. C-U-T-E, cute. Mute, mute. M-U-T-E, mute. Our next word we're going to have is the word seed. And I'm going to tell you, these next words, they're going to have the E-E together. That's going to make that E sound. Seed. S-E-E-D. How about the word weed? Weed. W-E-E-D. And the last one, Jeep. Jeep. We spell it J-E-E-P. All right, thanks for practicing those with me. We're going to move on to a new topic, and my new topic, well, it's not really a new topic. It's one that we've been reviewing these past couple weeks, and that's on pronouns. And we know the pronouns take the place of a noun. So I'm going to write a sentence on my board. Here's my two sentences. Steve builds a tall tower. Steve builds the tower with boxes. So I can write just like I have. However, I don't want to keep repeating the same words over and over again. And so if they're a noun, I can replace it with a pronoun. So let's say I keep Steve builds a tall tower. I'm going to keep that as my first sentence. But what would be the pronouns I could use in the second sentence? Steve builds the tower with boxes. There are two different pronouns that I can use. So I can replace two of those words with a pronoun. You guys have any ideas? So we know that pronouns are going to take the place of a noun. So the first one that I see is I see Steve. So I already know I'm talking about Steve because that's in my first sentence. So I wouldn't have to say his name again. What could I say instead? I'm going to use the pronoun he. So I'm replacing Steve with my pronoun he. He builds the tower with boxes. I said that I could use another pronoun in this sentence. So is there another noun that I repeat that if I used my pronoun, I still know what I'm talking about? Well, I'm using the word tower twice. So I know that Steve builds a tall tower. So when I say he builds, I know we're talking about the tower. So instead of saying the tower, okay, I can replace it with my pronoun. What pronoun would I use to replace tower? I'm going to use the pronoun it. Steve builds it with boxes. So as you're writing your sentences, you can replace those words with those pronouns and still know what you're talking about. Steve builds a tall tower. He builds it with boxes. I have another sentence for you. Here's my sentence. Dora and I went to the park. Dora and I went down the slide. So again, what could I replace with a pronoun? I'm going to replace Dora and I. I don't need to say it twice. What pronoun would I use? I'm going to use the pronoun we because it's Dora and I, so I'm including myself, so I need to use my pronoun we. So now it reads, Dora and I went to the park, we went down the slide. So that's working with our pronouns. Let's take a little bit of time also to work with those rhyming words. And when we work with rhyming words, we're also working with word families. So if I have the ut word family, I need to keep that ending sound, the ut sound, the ut sound, but I'm going to replace it with the beginning sound. So here we go. I can say but. Can you think of any other words that would fit underneath this word family? I could have the word hut, tut, cut, gut, rut. So all I'm doing is I'm changing that very first sound that we hear, that beginning sound, but I'm keeping the entire ending sound. I need that ending sound to sound the same. So these are rhyming words, and they're also considered to be part of the ut word family. If I change my word family and make it the ip word family, now everything needs to end with ip. What words could you come up with? I'm going to share my list of words that I came up with. Sip, tip, pip, hip, rip, nip, flip, now I came to the end of my list. So lots of different words that end in the ip word family. What if I do the, let's do an A-T word family, the at word family. Again, see how many words you can come up with in the at word family. As I was creating my list, I always like to go through the alphabet, starting with A, B, C, and then I can come up with words that maybe I didn't think about before. So then I've got, I had bat and cat, hat, mat, sat, pat, rat. Those all belong in that at word family. All right, one last thing before we end. Let's do some substitutions. So I'll tell you a word and you change that word to something else. So if I have the word truck, I want you to change the to a. You take the out of truck and you put in the a, you will get track. How about if we have the word drop and we change the O to an I? Drop. We're going to get the word drip. If we have the word rose and we change the O to an I, or O to a long A sound. So rose, change the O to A, or A's, raise. How about if I have the word hop and I change the short O to a long O? We're going to get the word hope. And if I have the word top and I change the ah to an ah, you will get the word tap. Good. I'm going to end my video. I hope you were able to hear me. I can hear in the background my daughter Grace. She's practicing her clarinet. So if you hear some noise in the background, you're being serenaded by Grace's clarinet as she's practicing. Hopefully it doesn't pick it up too much. This has concluded our reading series. So this is the last video where I'm taking materials from our reading series and going through with them through videos. But I will continue next week. I will continue to have reading videos, and we'll continue to review some of those concepts that we've been working with all year. Have a great week.